Oh, and that is a very, very big 3 points, isn't it?
Yeah, I said before the game, we knew Pafos are very well organised in the games they've played in this competition. They've always been a big challenge to the opposition. A lot of good things in our game, just the final bit, and we had dominance and control, chances. The goalkeeper makes some really, really good saves. But what I liked about the team today was the body language. They kept going. The body language didn't change. The energy in the team, the counter pressing, the press was really, really good. You want to score more goals, but at the end of the day, we're in a position now where we know if we win the next game, we're in the top 8.
Do you understand if Chelsea fans have frustrations with the performance out there tonight? Not the result, obviously, but the performance.
Yeah, for sure. The standards here are really, really high. The fans come here to see goals. They want to see shots, and it's my job to improve, to improve on that, and the players as well. So for me, it's a fine balance at the moment. I know fans want to come and see goals, but for me, 2 clean sheets in a row, when it's been a long time since that's happened, is a positive thing. And my job is to keep building us and keep being in games and keep trying to win games.
Moises Caicedo got the goal. I know this is a pretty stupid question, but just how important is he to this Chelsea side?
He's massive. I said before, for me, defensively, the best defensive midfield player in the world right now. So he's a joy to work with. Not just his in possession, his out possession, the way he blocks passing lines, the things that he makes players around him better. I don't know how many headers he scored in his career, but it was a fantastic header and a really, really important moment in the game.
With a player like him, I asked him actually after the game if he feels like a leader in this squad, even though he is still really young. And he said he doesn't talk much in the dressing room, but he tries to do his talking on the pitch. And my word, does he do that?
Yeah, there are different ways to lead. You can be a shouter, a talker. You can lead through your play and through the way that you conduct yourself. He is a top professional. His humility is incredible, and he's going to get better and better. So for me, he's another player I'm absolutely loving having in my group, and I think he's enjoying it, and hopefully he helps us be successful in the future.
Reece James came off at half-time. There'll be a lot of Chelsea fans looking at that, worrying that might have been an injury. Nothing to do with an injury, just precautionary, managing his minutes.
Managing the group as best as I can. We have so many games. Reece is so important. I don't normally do pre-planned subs, but I wanted Reece to feel the way I wanted the team to play, but I also need him because he's so important for us. So we made an attacking change. We brought on Esteval for Reece and played it with an extra attacking player, and I thought Esteval, when he came, was very, very good as well.
And just finally, into the top 8 currently as it stands, and that's put Chelsea in a much better position, but a huge task away at Napoli next week.
That's why you're in football. That's why I'm here. We first have to go to Selhurst Park on Sunday, which is going to be a really difficult physical game. And then I'm focused on that, and then we'll make sure that we try and get the best game plan, the best preparation for Napoli afterwards.
Congratulations tonight, Liam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's so difficult, but we control the game really well, so that was important for us because in every moment we gonna score 1 goal.
And currently, Moises, that goal has put Chelsea in the top 8 of the Champions League with a huge game against Napoli away next week. But that goal has put yourselves in a much better position going into that game, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. It was a very important goal. So as I said, I'm so happy because we get the 3 points, and now we're gonna enjoy and we're gonna keep going because we have 1 more game to go to stay up.
Congratulations, Moises.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Moises Caicedo, he had 4 attempts on target tonight, all of them. He's got the most of any other player in the Chelsea shirt tonight, the most of his career actually in the Chelsea shirt. He's rightly the player of the match tonight, and more importantly, he's given his side 3 all-important points, which put them in a good position heading into that final match day. There he is taking his selfies, and plenty more coming up on TNT's A Deep Thinker, and he's going to forensically look at this game and look at all the things that the side did well and the side what they didn't. In your minds, what were the most positive things you can take from this?
I think, like you said, body language. I think it would have been easy after a to let nerves kick in. You always felt they were going to score and break them. I thought positive. You think Caicedo again, I thought that that was one of his games where he's more influential in terms of the final third. He could have scored 2 or 3. There wasn't many positive. The win, the most important positive, is if you got that, everything else is a bonus. But there's a lot to work on. There is, and I think to have the Christmas period, then your manager's gone, new manager. At a club like this, when you're in that whirlwind, especially for young players without the senior players in the dressing room, Joe, like to calm it all down. I'm just thinking to my time back when managers left, it was quite an unusual occurrence. So it was a calmness. I'd imagine, I don't know what it's like with that. They don't know Liam, so they got to get to know him. It's not like you're bringing in an Ancelotti figure where you know what his teams have done and you know what he's about. A lot of these lads wouldn't have had too much information on him. So all of that to contend with, a semi-final, 4 different competitions. The main thing is the win, and these lads keep winning games of football and finding a way. But there is a lot to improve on as well.
Yeah, definitely. They'll take some positives, again, some individual performances, the persistence as he spoke about. But again, on the flip side, there's a lot to work on. Like Joe said, I don't think they can be that efficient in front of goal and come out with any result against Napoli, and it needs to be a win. I think in front of goal they need to be more clinical and create a lot more opportunities in a variety of ways. I think we could see in the first half how they wanted to create opportunities, get the ball out wide and try and just cross it in the box and hopefully someone sleeping. But against Italian teams and Conte, they won't get them opportunities. But
you won't let them breathe, will you?
Yeah, and then also when you are defending so aggressively, I don't care what defender it is, physical attributes, he won't want to be left 1v1 against Lukaku. And if he is, he will be punished. So there has to be a more defensive-minded setup, especially against Napoli away.
Well, one real positive actually, as Liam mentioned, was the consecutive clean sheets. They'd had 1 clean sheet and 9 before that. But of course, the missed opportunity was in front of goal, as you say. They can't be so wasteful. 21 attempts, 7 of them on target. And we talked, didn't we, pre-match about the goal difference being really important, particularly with all that congestion of teams, 8 of them on the same number of points trying to get into that top 8.
Yeah, but again, now I think they've given themselves an opportunity. The points are more important. I think before tonight, regardless, like we said, PSG and Newcastle playing each other, it gives them a chance to just be in there, just on points. And that's where you want to be. You don't have to be relying on goal difference, because with 10-15 minutes to go away from home, if you have to score 1 or 2 goals, you're leaving yourself open for counter-attacks and conceding. So they've given themselves the best opportunity they could by winning tonight.
Yeah, the important thing was absolutely getting that victory. And they did that, and as you say, so much work to do for this side as well. For Liam Rosenior, I'm sure he'll be, as I say, racking his brains and trying to find all the solutions. And with all the changes he made today, he actually got the result that he needed. And there we go, they got the victory. That is match day 7 concluded from the Champions. You watched that up there?
Yeah. Up and
it's
down
been a good old
stairs,
shift from you. Oh, was it the stairs that made you tired?
Yeah, the stairs are they're long, Resh. I ain't gonna lie, it's right up there.
It is right up there. No, I know it well. But job done for Chelsea, and it was really important, wasn't it? This, because there's been so many changes, not least from the manager right down to the personnel on the pitch. They just had to get this one right somehow.
I think every game.
Lucky in the end?
I wouldn't say lucky, but Chelsea dominated the game. Yeah. They just wasn't as clinical as they would have liked. I think putting myself in Liam's shoes, he'd probably want to get this period of this, him coming over, because he hasn't had time to really get in there with the lads. They just win games. We've said before, all of the talk, press conferences, setting the culture, and everything. It's all about winning football matches, really, and it doesn't matter what style you play or anything. And today they got the win in the end, and there's a lot of things that needed to improve. And I think he'll just be wanting. I think he'll just want a little few days to himself and really think about his first 2 weeks, and get this club going. There's a lot of